less than a week until things officially start. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I just want to stay healthy this year and not have a little finger injury. But I'm just excited to get going.
What do you think? Obviously, you had the setback that kept you off for a good chunk, but what do you think you were able to show last year? I mean, up until then, you were doing really well.
I was getting deeper into games. I think that's going to be the name of the game this year is how many of us can get deep into games. We lost Luzardo, and it's going to take a couple of us to kind of fill that role. And the only way we can fill that role is be healthy and start games and get deep into ball games. That's our job as starters. I'm just excited to, get ready to pitch.
How much of a transition with a whole new coaching staff?
It's just like it's new people, like new terminology, but our jobs don't change out there. Our job is to throw strikes and get outs. It's a good new staff to be a part of.
For you, what were some of the things you were working on this offseason as you were getting ready?
Just get more physical. My job this year is to cover as many innings as I can and, start as many games as I can. And then just improve the fastball shape a little bit. I've done a lot of work on it. Didn't really touch changeup and breaking ball. Just kind of wanted a little bit improve fastball shape. So it's improved. So I'm excited.
How excited are you for Sandy to be back?
Excited. He's our horse. He's a machine. He's 98, 100 every pitch with a good changeup, good breaking ball. Just excited to watch him get going.
Brian, last year you mentioned that you use as much as technology and information in your off season. How much of that you use this year, maybe with the information that maybe the new coaching staff or the new people in the analytics department may have given you?
For sure. I still use TrackMan, the exact same video. I was just looking for a little bit better shape out of my fastball. Just to create just some more room in the zone. It's gotten better, so I'm excited for it.
This new, pitching staff, is there like a mantra? Is there an emphasis that they're trying to have you guys focus on when you're on the mound?
We haven't had the full pitching staff together yet. That starts Monday, and then we'll have meetings. I just think as a team, can we win our OOs? Can we win our 1-1s? And 3 pitchers or less get out of the box. That's the key to pitching deep into ball games. That's something I learned from watching Sandy, Luzardo, and all those guys. The quicker you can get outs, the deeper you can get into games. Just have fun. It's baseball. Just have fun.
I know you talked about how special it is to wear the new number, but now that you're actually wearing the jersey with the new number, how does that feel?
For sure. My dad wore it. He was on the expansion team. It's just really cool, to actually have a moment and a number that I can share with him. And I got he did it for a long time, so I got a lot to live up to, just from that aspect. But he's my mentor. He's who I call after every game. So it's really cool.
What was his reaction after you let him know you're changing the number?
Nah, he said, well, you'll do better than that number than I ever did. So, but he's done it for a long time. So, I just gotta be Ryan Weathers. Not, I know he pitched for a long time, but I got to learn from everything that he said he felt on, and he taught me early. So being at this level and now starting to understand some things and why he got so mad at me for so long doing certain things, that I just, he taught me, but I just had to learn. So it's just cool now that all of that, the fruit that was, created through all that, and now it's we're actually starting to get to use it a little bit. It's pretty cool.
How long had you been thinking about changing your number to?
I knew that he had 35 for my whole entire life. It was before I was born, so I never got to see him in 35. But when he was with the Mets, that was when I first started going to the field. And he was always number 35. So I always was I love number 35. So when it was available this year, I was I've got to snag it.
Do you have an individual goal for the 2025 season for you?
Just stay healthy. I just want to stay healthy. Last year it stunk watching from over on the sidelines. It just did. It was a terrible feeling being over here and not being able to go out there and compete. So as many times I can take that mound this year, that's what I want to do.
You said there's new terminology. Can you just talk a little bit about what those terms from when you can tell us is?
It's just, everyone knows how Mel is. Mel's a little bit more old school. Mel, he developed my mental game so much out there. So I think now we have a little bit of a blend. So we have a little bit more numbers, just stuff like that, which is good. there's a place for that in the game. It's important to know your shapes, where you're successful in the zone. So, you know, I'm just excited to get going, and, you know, it's a fun crew.